Riptide! Welcome back to our devotionals. It's Cassie here. I hope you guys are staying healthy and happy and busy most of all. I know that last one is a little bit difficult for me, but we will get through this together, metaphorically, obviously. I've been, just hanging out, doing some schoolwork and doing some other fun stuff to keep myself at home. So any of you guys that are still working on homework because it's not spring break yet, I am right there with you. But I am so excited to share my favorite verse with you guys and just kind of talk about it a little bit and tell you why it's my favorite. So my favorite verse is 2 Timothy 1:7, and the context of this verse kind of just shows us that we know that as Christians we're going to face hard times, and just as humans we're going to face hard times, but God has always showed us that He is right there with us. And I love this verse because whenever I feel anxious, I just pray it over myself. Actually, one of my very good friends, Morgan Mitchell, I'm sure most of you guys have heard of him. We used to do this thing called Saturday morning prayer where we would come to church at 8 in the morning and pray. And it was one of my favorite things. And whenever we would pray for ourselves, we would pray for our feet and our eyes and our minds and our mouths, but we would also pray for our stomachs. And I always loved that because when I get anxious and nervous, the first place that I feel that physically is in my stomach. And I feel that turning, just really uncomfortable feeling. And whenever we would pray over our stomachs, Morgan would always say this verse. And 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind." And I've just always loved that because in it has so much weight, but it also it has such a comforting feeling. And obviously it's my favorite verse because I have a shirt with a portion of the verse on it. It was $5. I loved it. Me and my mom have matching ones. But I just, like we would do for Saturday morning prayer, whenever I feel anxious, sometimes I would put my hand on my stomach, sometimes I would put my hands out, sometimes I would just cross my hands like this, and I would just pray God, I know that you have not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. And I think so importantly right now, we need to be there for each other, which is why I love that love is included in this verse. It's it doesn't say God has given us a spirit of power, individualism, and of a sound mind. He really is. He knows that we're meant to live in community because that's the way that God made us. So I know that we can't physically be in community right now, but I hope you guys are video chatting your friends and texting them. And I know that we're all waiting for our Wednesday Zoom calls with our small group. I know I am. But this verse just reminds me all the time, take a deep breath, everything's gonna be okay. When I start to get overwhelmed with everything that's going on in the world around us and I see the news again and all of these numbers, I just remember, close my eyes, take a deep breath, and pray that verse. I don't say anything else, I just say, "For you have not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind." And that's why I love it. It's short, but it's so perfect for what we're going through right now. Thanks guys for listening to another devotional and for participating in it. Lots of other leaders will be coming on to share with you their favorite verses, so stay tuned for more of this. I know that we can't all be together, but this is best case scenario right now, so stay tuned for the next one. See you guys later.